I'll be honest, as a mother, in improving the life of your child with autism, you have to be obsessed. That is the word. There is no shortcut. I tell parents who ask me, if you are not obsessed, your child may not get better.
So that's also something I wanted to talk about early detection, early intervention. And, with Max, I am so proud of him because he has made leaps and bounds because we detected it at 4. And same thing, I had no idea. Wala, terrible 3, terrible, whatever, just being a brat, right?
Exactly.
I'm going to be, full disclosure, I'm going to say, when we took the test, I said, I'm going to find out whether he is on the spectrum or he's just an asshole. Is he just a brat or what, right? So, but the doctor convinced me that the sooner we intervene, the better, because before 7 years old, the brain is still forming.
Yeah.
And you can rewire the brain because the neural pathways are still forming. Past 7 years old, you're just teaching coping skills. So, I'm so blessed that I just said, sige, go, and that's what I want to encourage a lot of moms out there also, that parang don't be ashamed. Go na, get tested, get the help that you need as soon as possible, right?
So I love that you talked about that. If I could give tips to mothers coming from my own experience, is number 1, don't be in denial. You can give yourself 1 week maximum.
Yeah.
Then get over it. Kasi ang nangyayari is that in denial is the biggest injustice you can give to your child.
Yes.
And many women, many mothers are in denial.
And sadly also,
Magugulat ka.
yung asawa din parang there's a pride thing.
Yes.
That, like my kid is normal, whatever.
So yan ang number 1. Number 2, I like it that Steph brought the issue of shame. Because what happens is, we end up thinking, nako, genetic ba yan? May kakulangan sa'yo as a mother or as a father. But here's something that really helped me. For your child, when they can't speak or express themselves well, and this is what helped for David, and I believe this is gonna help for Max too, you need to develop a community of your best friends who will accept your child. Because what happens is, we often use the word tribe. The tribe is the perfect word for kids in the autism spectrum.
Yes.
Because you have to remember, it will be painful as a mother. I would see David, the others are playing, kaibigan ng anak ko, and out siya. Sakit nun.
You know what?
Naiiyak ako nun.
It was my first time to see that recently. Kasi usually Max is with his brother. So older kids adjust. Or with younger kids, they also adjust. Or with adults. But when he went to this new school, bigger school, over 100 kids his age, dun lang siya sa kanto.
Yeah.
And the first day.
Same with David.
That first day, I have tears thinking about it because I said, oh my God, this is really my first time
Naiyak ako.
to see him.
And
I went up to him, are you okay? He's like, I'm not. I don't think I fit in.
But Steph, you see, praise God, Max can say, I'm not
okay.
Imagine other kids. David could not.
Therapy taught him that. Therapy taught him to determine his emotions, what he was. Kasi before, iyak lang. Before, tantrum. Iyak lang. Or closed ears.
Yes.
Rocking.
Same with David.
Like that. So, I was so sad. And then, you know what? Because the school is so inclusive, all he needed was a little push to feel safe and 1 to 2 connections lang with people. He's okay na.
Yeah.
He's okay. He found his tribe. And he will say, actually, the boys in my class, they're too rough. I like to play with the girls because they're gentle. That's great. Who cares about the stereotype? Kasi you're a boy, you have to be with the boys and do the sports. No, he likes doing other things. He likes to read. So, it's really finding the tribe, and it takes long.
Yeah. So, when David was young, I wanted to share, So, when he was diagnosed at 3 years old, roughly 2.5 to 3 years old, in choosing a preschool, and mothers who are listening, so we talked about first, don't be in denial, give yourself 1 week. Over that, it's an injustice not to your child. Number 2, the feeling of shame. You can overcome that by having a tribe that's so loyal to you and your child. So you create that circle of love, a small community. But number 3, the pressure with schools. You know, when you're a new mother, iisipin mo, alam mo schools kasi it tends to be a stature
Yes.
in our society. Wag. Alam nyo, David went to a small school in Quezon City. It's called Integrated Center for the Young. And you know why he went there? When David was 3.5 to 4 years old, he couldn't jump. He couldn't blow off a straw.
Yeah.
He didn't know how to take care of himself in the bathroom. He just couldn't do many things. So that particular school, the teacher was a psychologist and an expert with special needs. So he was in a class of 5 to 7 kids.
Yes.
So that's the key. And with David specifically, for example, you know, we want to fall into the trap of, my son is in a regular school. Walang ganon.
Wala.
Take that out of your
Yeah.
language.
The best
That's-
school is the one your child thrives in.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
And I
Yeah.
won't lie, being a mother of a child in the spectrum, a traditional school will never do. A progressive school is the best school. A smaller school where the teacher pays more attention to the child. And I'll be honest, you'll be so surprised how many teachers aren't even equipped. So I was so involved with David that I wanted teachers who were equipped.
Yes.
And other than that, it was in a small school. What should you prioritize on? Other than the food, you can have a whole episode on food. When
course,
people will think,
yeah.
nako, Steph, Karen, ang gluten casein-free pang mayaman. That's not
Hindi,
true.
kanin and gulay lang
Oo.
yan!
Yun
Girl!
lang.
It's just
Tinola,
kanin and
adobo,
gulay.
itlog. I mean,
We are traditionally gluten-free and
Exactly.
casein-free. In Asia,
Absolutely.
we are traditionally gluten and casein-free.
Right?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
hindi nila alam na ang rice is gluten-free.
Yes.
You'll be surprised. So, but that's a whole episode altogether.
Yeah.
So you move on to creating, I'll be honest, as a mother, in improving the life of your child with autism, you have to be obsessed. That is the word. There is no shortcut. I tell parents who ask me, if you are not obsessed, your child may not get better.